Hey guys, Benny from Nomad Effect. Just wanted to say thank you for the amazing response to the last video that we put up. It was way more than I expected, and yeah, just really want to say thank you for everyone that watched and commented and sent lovely messages and all those sorts of things. As I mentioned in the last video, I said I was going to go get my haircut. I'm going to go off and do that today, so hopefully they'll let me do a little time lapse or something like that, but I'm looking forward to getting rid of this ridiculous beard and hair that I've kind of grown over the last 5 months or so. So let's see how this goes. So I just got my hair cut by this legend dude called by France, and it's probably the most stylish haircut I've had for a while. I said I look a little bit like Jeff Bridges. I think Soph was hoping I look a little bit more like Jason Momoa, but yeah, just leaving the city now, and this is what it looks like. So yeah. Let me know what you think.
Okay, so Ben is in the middle of taking out his chemo port, and I'm waiting around at the hospital, just kind of excited because it feels like we're finally closing this chapter on the cancer thing, and it's been a crazy journey. Like, we never expected that Ben would get cancer. Like, going into his colonoscopy, like, that was the last thing on my mind. So, you know, such a punch to the gut. And when I first found out, I just lost it. I spent like a full day crying because it just was so heavy, and I just like didn't know how to handle this, and I just was like afraid of losing him and stuff. So it was like it was really hard to hear. So I called obviously my mom and my friends, and you know, the one thing they told me was like, this isn't about you, this is about him, and you need to be his support system. Like, that's all you need to worry about, is being the best support system in the world. Like, just be his rock, like, no matter what. And I gave myself that day to cry. I finished that day, and the next day I decided, like, this is it. This is my job, and this is what I'm doing now. I'm Ben's support system. Now, one thing that has like been kind of like the biggest reason why I could be such a strong support system for Ben during this crazy time was the healthcare system here. And I just feel like I need to talk about it because it just frustrates me so much as an American in Australia. I know that I see how much of a difference it makes to have like free healthcare, you know? Like, I think it hit me the most when Ben was in the hospital and he had gotten his surgery, and he was there already for like 4 or 5 days. But when he went to the bathroom, like, TMI, just warning, when he went to the bathroom, he was still bleeding. So the doctors were like, oh, okay, we're gonna keep him like 2 more days for observation. And I just thought to myself, if I was in America, like, I would be so stressed out right now. Like, 2 more days in the hospital is unacceptable when you even if you have good health insurance, it'll cost you so much money. Like, we have a friend who broke her ankle and had great health insurance, worked for a big company with like really amazing health insurance, and she still had to pay like $40,000 out of her pocket because she broke her ankle. Like, that's insane to me. So, you know, like, having free healthcare, having like the freedom to just like stay in the hospital if needed, or like, you know, not have to worry about how much is this. Okay, so my phone is full, no phone storage, so it just stopped me dead in my tracks and I lost my train of thought, but I'll do my best to get back on it. So I was talking about how our friend who broke her ankle had to pay like $40,000 despite of having good health insurance. And I mean, I think that's just ridiculous. Like, I don't know, it just makes me so mad that America treats being healthy like it's a luxury, when being healthy is a human right. You have the right to be healthy. You have the right to get hurt and get better. It's not fair that people are having to like have to wait till the last minute to find how to fix a problem like cancer. Like, if Ben had waited, if we were in America, we couldn't come back to Australia, and we waited another year to check to see what was going on, who knows what would have happened? Who knows if it would have been an operable cancer? Who knows if Ben would be here today? So, you know, America does this thing where they freedom, everything's about freedom, and like, you don't have freedom if you can't even break your ankle and go to the hospital and get it fixed. That's not freedom. You're not free if you go outside and you worry about hurting yourself. You're not free if you have cancer and you have to wait to operate on it. That's not freedom. So it's just something I needed to talk about on here, and I needed to say something because it just really made the biggest difference here. I say that so many times, but it really was day and night. Like, I was able to be my best self and the best support system for Ben because I didn't have to worry about whether we can afford to make Ben better. So that's thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'll get off my soapbox now. I'm really excited for Ben to be better, and I'm so excited to start this new chapter of just doing whatever we want. I don't know what else to say. Okay. Thanks for listening. Are you free? That's so weird. Yay!
Okay, I'm gonna try and wrap this up as quickly as I can. It feels really good to have the port out. I'm really glad that it's out now, and that whole chapter of chemotherapy is done. It's a really weird looking little thing. It actually like sits about here in your chest, which is where I had it, which is they've taken it out. And then this little tube sits just above your heart, so that when the chemo is going through it, it can kind of go straight into your vessels, I guess, and get pumped around your body. So I didn't know that until I saw the scans just before they took it out, but it's out and I'm really happy. I'm also really glad that Soph got those feelings off her chest. She's been feeling very passionate about it, and I'm really glad that she was able to be there for me and be able to focus on me wholeheartedly instead of having to focus on money and things like that. I just had my final scan yesterday. And I've got my final doctor's appointment with the oncologist tomorrow. So I don't have any big news other than a haircut and the port out. Yeah, thanks again for all the support on the last video. I really appreciate it. I saw an article on the news this morning about another girl that the doctors kind of dismissed her feelings, and she ended up being diagnosed with stage 4 bowel cancer. So please get checked, and yeah, if you're feeling it, make sure you just push the doctor to get checked. And yeah, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.